Hello everyone and welcome to Learn TV channel for a new episode. Today we will welcome Mr. Thamer Saadoun, who is a well-rounded professional in compliance and anti-money laundering with over 29 years of practical experience. He is currently the Executive Director of Compliance, AML CTFI, Acting Head of Support Services Department for Malaz Capital in Riyadh. He will give us the top 5 compliance challenges in KSA, as well as advices to all compliance professionals on how to overcome them. Thamer, welcome to the show.
Good morning, everybody, and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's my pleasure to be in this TV show of L3RN, and I hope that we put something or say something that will be helpful for our colleagues in the compliance field, especially in Saudi Arabia.
You have an extensive experience in the field of compliance. Has the compliance function always been regarded with the same importance as today?
Of course not. If we talk about the beginning of compliance function, it has differed greatly in terms of the importance from what they are at the present. What caused this changes from time to time, changing in the rule and regulation from the regulator, like, Capital Market Authority or the central bank, especially I'm talking about the Saudi Arabia, the situation of the local and global financial market and the event around the world, from time to, if we talk about the let's say 10 or 15 years back, the area is not stable, like before. Many things happen, like what's happened now in the east of Europe, and we hope it's get over with the peace for all. And as I said, maybe the importance of the compliance function is affected by the economic of the countries, the new technology, which is, everything now is under your hand, like in one device, like mobile or tablet. Also sometime, now the organization start or began maybe in the 10 years back to put the compliance function, like, the lead of the organization and its business, for, following the rules, make sure that there is no breaks in the rules and the regulation that issued by the regulator.
Can you tell us a bit about how the compliance function has changed over the years in KSA?
Yes, let us talk about the year 2007 when the investment part was spin off from the banks. Before it was under the banks, all the investment rules and business was under the banks, the working banks in Saudi Arabia. 2007 it was spin off and create the capital, the capital organization, which is have specially take the role of the business, the market business in Saudi market business under the CMA umbrella. And from that time, we start to know what is the compliance in deeply. What is the importance of the compliance? In the beginning, when the market institution like to be get the authorization from the CMA to work in the Saudi capital market, it's just to have a compliance function. Someone will take care of this function, policy and procedure, and that's it. After that, the CMA start to create the certificate, to not allow anyone to take the role of the compliance function unless he get these certificate like CME1 and CME2, what is specialized for the compliance function, and make them a week, an annual meeting with the, all the compliance officer working in this institution, meeting with the CMA, making, from time to time, there is an annual and a weekly and monthly report that issued by the compliance and to be delivered to CMA. Also, there is, the capital market also having from time to time, they go and investigate to this capital market institution, looking for how comply they are with the rules and regulation.
Thamer, what do you think are the top 5 compliance challenges for 2022?
I think it is the impact of COVID-19, which is still remain since the year 2020 when the pandemic started, and what the organization have lost from their business and their the future plans to maybe to reduce the cost with the the remote working. It makes some kind of reducing of this cost and thinking to maybe reduce the number of staff in this year as a plan to reduce the losses and get more profit. And this is, of course, will affect the compliance function if they are, thinking to reduce the number of staff. For example, if we have 3 in the compliance function and in a small organization, that's mean if the top management decide to reduce the cost, of course, they will look at the compliance as a department from the organization, saying that 3 people is more than enough. So let us reduce them to, for example, 2 or 1 based on the kind of business. And this is maybe especially in the small organization. I believe it will affect, and I believe it will happen and affect the compliance function. Second, I believe the CMA now issued that the compliance function can be outsourced and allow other institutions to take this rule. So in matter of reducing the cost, maybe the top management was thinking, instead of having 1 or 2 people taking care of the compliance and cost us that much, so why don't we think to outsource this function and hire a third party and other institution to take care of the compliance function? And this is also another challenge of the compliance function in 2022. The third one, it is also important. Maybe it was, a result from the COVID-19. It is the mental health of employee. So in compliance, maybe some, people have, some during the pandemic and the economic situation, they have, something affect their life or their, family issue, life. There is some issue, these people they are, of course, they will affect the good business and the good functionality of the compliance function. We don't need someone to be, different thinking or think the different, mind from time to time. Sometimes he's happy, sometimes he's sad, and this is not good for the compliance function. You need someone to be straight, giving advice, dealing with other departments in a friendly way, writing or be smart when he decide to answer the question that's come from other departments, especially the business. When he delegate or communicate with the regulator, he have to be, having the right and the good knowledge and also the good answer. I think the fourth challenge is the new technology, as maybe we mentioned this before. Now it is, everything is online, even, especially which is continue after the pandemic, when the, the regulator allowed, to have the document and sign a contract with the customer without facing them, which is it is a new challenge or an important challenge for the compliance, because facing the client is give you a clear idea about his situation, his work, to make sure that the documents are fully right legally and right document. Give him, the ambition about is he going really to invest with you in a clear way. There is nothing, suspicious in behind. This is also, I see it from my point of view as a compliance officer. It is very, very challenging to us these days. The fifth one is the maybe it was again, everything now is connected to the COVID-19. The organizer desired to compensate for losses resulting from the pandemic by not complying with certain, rules or some regulation, and this will, put you in a corner that you are fighting your management or your friend. Sometimes, they say, the management, when they decide to, go over these regulations just to make, some kind of profit, and don't care listening or taking care about the breaks of these kind of regulation. That's put you in a way that you are, as I said, you are fighting your friend or your management, and this is really not healthy, and maybe make you to think to leave the organization, and maybe you lose your job.
So how can compliance professionals tackle these challenges? Are there any steps to be taken?
Yes, it is necessary to take care of these challenges and work to reduce their risk as much as possible. This requires to cooperate with your colleagues, employees, and the top management to put and plan a future plan, a good solution to impact these challenges.
Do you think that compliance professionals should focus on company culture during this year?
I believe this is a part of the concern that the compliance officer should focus on, including the update in the regulation, for example, evidence and procedure update, training and governance as well.
Can we say that better employee mental health will result with better compliance system?
Certainly. The function of the compliance requires that the employee to be very wise, thoughtful, and intelligent, and professional in the way they deal with other employees of the company, and has the ability to communicate in the information clearly, and enjoys the sophisticated and cooperative way of speaking. Yes.
With the new way of remote working, real-time monitoring for productivity is much more difficult. Would you agree that people should be adequately trained on fraud risks?
Yes, and strongly. The challenge and risk of remote working pose a major threat that people must educate on how to fight against it and how to deal with, the regulation who's controlling such business. Yes.
Would you say that anti-money laundering is also an important area to focus on during 2022?
From my point of view, what applies to the function of the compliance is also applied to the function of anti-money laundering. Both are complementary, and I believe that non-compliance may lead the organization involvement in money laundering. Yes.
The increasingly wide range of challenges coming under the compliance umbrella all demand appropriate resources and skills. Do you think that companies should invest in corporate training now more than ever?
Compliance is everyone's responsibility, from the board from director and going down. Continuous training enhance this culture, yes.
You have attended a lot of courses over the years, including L3RN training as well. What would you recommend to our viewers with regards to professional development? Where should they start?
I will start with what did you plan to be in 5 years or more? What career goals did you set for yourself? Accordingly, start by developing yourself and enhance it with the skills required through the right training at the training institution around the world.
Some companies claim that compliance is expensive. How will you comment on this?
If they think that compliance is expensive, non-compliance is more expensive and maybe lead to a desire to the organization.
Thank you so much, Thamer. It was a pleasure to have you in our show.
Thank you, Mimi, and it's my pleasure too. And I wish to be in other TV show and maybe in other topics we can talk about. And again, it's my pleasure. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, and thank you for this time we spent in this TV show.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. You can visit our YouTube and Vimeo channels for more content. And if there is a topic you would like for us to cover, feel free to leave us a comment or a message. Until next time, stay tuned.